lads, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ronan and you're watching The Scientific Angler. So this fly is called the Blue and Silver Dabbler. It's a variant of the teal blue and silver, which is primarily a sea trout, salmon, brown trout fly as well. Very effective fly, lochs, rivers, wherever you want. So before we start the tie-in, we're going to go through some of the materials that you'll need. So to start off, we're going to need our hooks. I use full and mull, the competition heavyweight in size 10, but you can use whatever you want. You can tie this right down to 14s, I would say. Next thing we're going to need is our thread. So I use UTC Black Thread. You can use Uni-thread or whatever you fancy. So the next thing you're going to need is the golden pheasant tippet. You can pick this stuff up cheap enough on eBay, but you'll need that, that's essential. Then what you'll also need is your bronze mallard. I use the Veniards stuff in medium, but you can use large or small as long as you have enough to tie the fly. Then we'll need a Grizzle saddle hackle. I use the Metz Micro-Barb Grizzle saddle. Now the reason for that is the colours are quite similar to teal. Since we're tying this with bronze mallard and not teal, I wanted something that's going to be similar colours to your actual teal fillers, and this stuff's pretty similar. Then the next thing is a blue Hen Cape. I just have this here for salmon flies, really cheap, soft hackle Hen Cape. So you can pick that up on eBay as well. Then next what you're going to need is some sort of silver tinsel. I essentially use UNI-MYLAR number 10, which is gold and silver. You get double-sided. Then what you're going to need is oval silver tinsel, or you can use wire if you want, but I like this stuff for this fly. And then finally what you're going to need is your varnish. Now again, I use the Veniards stuff with a brush coat. It's thin. I like thin varnish. That's everything now, folks. We're going to start the tie-in. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, share it with a friend, give it a go tying it as well, and let me know how you get on in the comments. If you want to see me tie anything else, just let me know below. Take it easy and tie lights, folks. So we're going to start off by putting your hook in the vise, and then we'll get our thread. I use UTC Black Thread as mentioned before. We're going to start by putting a layer of thread down on the hook. Cut away your tag piece and work your way down towards the base of the hook. And we're going to stop just before the bend of the hook. Then we're going to get our golden pheasant tippet and cut a section of that off. Then we're going to tie it on at the base of the hook. A couple of turns. Then we're going to get our medium bronze mallard. We take a pinch of that off as well. Then we're going to fold that over and tie that on top of the golden pheasant tippet. At this point it's really important to get your proportions right. A couple of turns there. We're going to snip off the waist. Cut it at an angle to get a taper on the body. Then we'll go under to splay out the tails slightly. And then we'll work our way back up towards the eye of the hook. On the way back down, we're going to tie on our oval silver tinsel. Then we'll stop a couple mull. Then we'll get our UNI-MYLAR out as well. Then we're going to catch that knot at the side. A couple of turns. Then grab both pieces and work your way down towards the base of the hook. Now we stop just on the tail and work our way back up, getting an even coat in the thread. Now we're going to get our varnish. This helps protect the tinsel. What you want to do is put a thin layer on top of the fly. Now we're going to take our UNI-MYLAR and 4 or 5 even turns, work our way back up towards the eye of the hook. Then we're going to tie that on with a couple of turns of thread. couple behind and a couple in front. That'll lock the UNI-MYLAR in. Then we're going to snap that as close as possible. Now we're going to get our saddle hackle. This will be the body. I'm going to strip that away at the end, tie in from the point. Make sure that's nice and secure. Then get your hackle pliers attached to the end. And do a couple of turns at the top. And then a few even turns on the way down. Now we're going to catch that in with our oval silver tinsel. And then we'll do the same, 3 or 4 even turns on the way back up. Then we're going to pull everything back and bring that out to the front. Then we're going to tie that off with a few turns behind. And a few turns in front, pulling everything back, making sure there's nothing going forward. Then we're going to snap off our waist piece. Then we're going to cut the top of the hackle. Just make sure your tail's not twisted at this point. Now we're going to get our blue Hen Cape. We're going to take one of the feelers and reveal the tip. Tie that on. Make sure you're tying this down secure. Then we're going to pull everything back. And we'll only take 3 or 4 turns. The aim of this is just to add some colour to the flay. The amount of turns that you do at this point will make it heavier dressed or lighter dressed. It's really up to your own preference. That's enough for us. We're going to tie it off there by revealing the stem, cut across, and pull everything back, making sure there's nothing going forward. Work our way down towards the eye, then back up, right up against the stem of the feather. Then we're going to snip our wire waist piece as close as possible. Then we're going to take a pinch of bronze mallard for the throat, tie that on under the flay. We'll tie that on with a couple more turns, making sure it's all even. Then we'll snip away our waist piece. And we'll tie that on as neat as possible. Start towards the eye and work your way back. Then we're going to take about an inch of bronze mallard for the top, place that over the top, folding it evenly on both sides, secure it on top. Make sure your wing looks alright at this point. If you need to take it away and redo it, do so. A couple of turns over it, lift it up, a couple of turns in front. Now we're going to snip away our waist edge as close as possible. Now we're going to tidy up the head, pull back everything you don't want going forward. Bronze months Mallard can be notoriously tricky to work with, so if there is anything going forward, don't be afraid to use your scissors, and more turns of thread as a bigger head is customary on a dabbler. Now we're going to take our whip finishing tool. We're going to put a whip finish on the fly to finish everything off. At this point you're still building your head, so if you need to tidy up some last points, do so. We're going to pull that tight, then we're going to trim our thread as close as possible. This is essentially your finished fly, just one more thing to do. Now we're going to get our varnish. I'm going to put a thin layer of varnish on the head. This will take about 2 or 3 coats, so do this first coat and let it dry. So there we have it folks, that's your Blue and Silver Dabbler. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Comment down below what you'd like to see more of. Thanks for 600 subscribers. Tight lines folks.